actual work I must get done this evening. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do it actually. I'm actually gonna do it on live this time. So this is gonna be a very boring live. I am sitting on my floor instead of my bed because my room's an absolute disaster. And I have clothes that I need to be folding. But I'm not folding them, so they're just on my bed. Also, this is my bed frame behind me. I just need to like clean my room enough to put it together and put my bed on it. And that hasn't happened. So it's just hanging out right here, and I'm scared I'm gonna bump these and knock these over because these are like metal rods. I'm also very gently set on my wall, and I'm like very hoping that they're not scratching on my wall. Anyways, you hear weird noises. Everybody, literally all of my family is home right now. I do have my door locked, but that does not mean anything. So I shouldn't get interrupted. If I do, if I abruptly end the live, just roll with it. It's almost like I have a family and stuff. Also, my window is kind of open because it feels really, really good outside, and it was cold in my room, and it's warmer outside than it was in here, so I have my window open as well. You hear other noises. I use the Pomodoro Pomofocus.io. I like this website to do um like study timer things because I procrastinate constantly and very much very much need structure to get anything done. So I like using that. So I have a math take home quiz. There's two people here, probably both bots, but it's okay. If you comment, I'll say hi to you if I am paying attention. Anyways, um, I have a take home quiz because so I have this paper. I don't know if I should show you these technically. Okay. I have this paper right here that is like all of the definitions and formulas that I need for the statistics and probability quiz thing. Hello, Caleb. Thank you. I disagree, but I digress. Um anyways, um so I have this paper that I had to do in class over it was just all of the definitions and all the formulas and stuff, and I'm allowed to use that for this in class if you get it done. But then I have it home, and it's a take home quiz, and she doesn't expect anybody to not look up the answers to check their work. I don't look up the answers before I try it, or at least attempt it. And if I don't know what I'm doing, I'll look up a tutorial on how to do whatever I'm doing and do a couple practice things, or I'll just like study over my homework. And if like, oh my gosh, there's 6 people. Hello, everyone. This was supposed to be a chill live, and there's 6 of you, 4 of which are probably bots because I've only heard from 2 of you. Okay, goodbye, Caleb, whoever you are. Anyways, um, so I'll usually go back over like my homework. There's 7 of you. What is going on? I will usually apparently Monday at 7 o'clock is the live. It's the time to go live. Um, I'll go over my homework, any questions that I didn't do because usually she just says evens or odds, so I will pick one that I didn't do and I will do it to prepare myself for doing it on the quiz. Um, Hello. I know when I said 4 people, there's 10 of you now. What the heck is happening? When I said 4, I was deducting because there were 6 of you at the time. I had heard from 2 of you, so I was assuming that the rest of them who are not commenting, they don't exist. Because I do get a lot of bots when I do lives. Like I found, like that's actually been a thing. Anyways, so I'm doing this statistics and probability quiz thing. I'm trying to remember how to do z-scores. Not necessarily those, but how to do a standard normal distribution. Do I have that even on here? With calcular directions that don't make sense. Because I don't have a graphing calculator. And sorry, I keep seeing the comments that you've already commented and freaking out because I think they're new comments. So I don't know. Yeah. So I've been working on this before dinner. I just ate dinner and so that's why I'm like making sure I don't have stuff in my teeth. Where's my water? It might be upstairs. Anyways, I've been working on this, and then because I'm doing the Pomodoro Pom Pomodoro. I don't know how you say it. The weird timer thing where you work and then you take a short break and then you work and then you take a short break and then you work. You take a short break and then you work and then you take a long break. Or something similar to that. I usually do a short break and then a long break because I don't do the official whatever. So in my breaks, I've been crocheting, and it looks really ridiculous, but it's gonna be a dinosaur because there's this little boy who goes to my church, and his birthday is coming up, and so I'm making him a little dinosaur. And then I also have I have this on a book. I said this yarn that I'm going to make a baby hat, and maybe something. This is a lot of yarn to make one baby hat, so I'm probably gonna make something else with it. I just have a hat in mind, for a friend of mine. She's having a baby. An adult friend of mine is having a kid. There's 17 people now. What is exactly going on? I don't know what's happening. Thank you. It really needs to be washed. Yeah. Hair tour real quick. It's layers, and the shortest my dad will let it go. Actually, it was the shortest. It was like here. Probably. I don't know. It was like shorter. My hair, it grows so slow when it's long though. Like if it's short, like I will get my hair cut and then 2 days later it will look the exact same as it did before because every time it touches my shoulders, I'm apparently famous, yeah. Every time it touches my shoulders, I'm like, that isn't a thing that should happen, and so I have mom cut it because my mom is literally the only person who has ever cut my hair. Well, and me. So like it touches my shoulders, I'm like, nope, and so mom cuts it, and then like the next day it'll be like here, and I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? It shouldn't work like that. But anyways, so when it was at its shortest a couple weeks ago, or the beginning of the year, I guess, when I got it cut, which is bizarre that it wasn't a couple weeks ago, when I got my hair cut last, it was really, really short. Hello, Caleb. There was another Caleb a couple minutes ago, and he left because he said bye because he was leaving. I always get stressed out when people are on here that have names of people that I know because I really hope people I know aren't watching. Caleb. Cool. Well, there's 16 of you, so I feel bad for like not talking, but I have work I actually need to get done. So you can watch me work and leave if you get bored because I don't want to just keep you if you're not interested in what's happening. Yeah, I have 20 minutes on the clock. Go away. On the clock, and that's the work one. And then after this, it'll be a 5-minute short break, and then it'll be 20 more minutes of work, and then it'll be like a 15-minute long break. And my mirror, I write on, which you can't see because, but I write on my mirror with a dry erase marker because paper is just too easy to do. You're never leaving? Well, I will. So sorry to disappoint. But anyways, I write on my mirror, and so I know what row of this I'm on. Also, it has like where I am, like day-wise in the Bible study that I'm doing that I'm very behind on, and so I can't just be like, oh yeah, it's day this, because I'm like 15 days behind. More than that, I'm like a whole month behind on my Bible recap because I have a life that doesn't let me do what I want. Anyways, pencil, eraser. Homeschooled. Not anymore. I go to a private Christian school now. I was homeschooled literally every other year except for this year. So, I don't know if I have that in my description that I'm homeschooled. I honestly never look at that. I probably need to change that if I do have that I'm homeschooled. I don't know. Yeah, I have all of the things I need, except I kind of wish that I had my water bottle down here. I don't think it is. It must be upstairs on the counter or something, but I will live. Okay. I'm gonna actually do this, and then I have some history homework that I need to get done, and then I have other studying and things that I need to have done. I'm gonna stop talking so I can actually focus. So sorry to the 12 of you watching. I'm gonna be really boring for a long time. So timer started. I want to put this somewhere that you can see it, but I don't know if I have that place. It's just gonna be this clock. Hold on. There's a stack of books behind me. Let me fix that. There's a stack of encyclopedias behind me. And we'll switch. There we go. Now you can see. Except that it's kind of backwards. Okay. We're going to do work now. I'm going to do work. You can do work as well. If you have work you need to get done and you're not doing it, we can work together. Except I'm not helping you with your work because I don't want to give you answers, because everybody asks me, what does that even mean? Everybody asks me for my answers instead of me helping them with their answers, and it makes me mad. So, we can work simultaneously, but I'm not helping, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm rambling and procrastinating, so we're continuing with actual school stuff. Why did it jump from 10 to 5? I don't understand YouTube at all. I was trying to think, because I was using my phone earlier for my calculator, because this calculator, I don't know how to get it to do decimals. Like, it has a decimal button, but if I do, like, I'll show you, 0.2, it just changes it to, like, 1/5 or whatever. And you'd think, oh, just do 1/5 and it'll change it. Nope, just 1/5. So, there we go. Yeah, it only gives me a decimal if it's too big to write as a fraction for the window, for the screen. Which isn't super convenient. It was, because usually I do like just having it as a mixed fraction and I get over it. Or an improper fraction and I get over it. Because it doesn't do mixed, it does improper. I'm wasting my time. I'm gonna actually work now. Okay. I feel like I need to narrate this, but I don't think it would be interesting. Why are you crying? I don't understand emojis. I think there's a possum outside. How's schoolwork going? Okay. I did work a lot before dinner, but I'm getting back into actually doing work now. I'm gonna shut my window because I think there's a possum outside being loud and obnoxious, so please hold. Because, but you don't know this because you will never see my house. We have like this back deck, and in the middle there's like a place where there's like a tree, like growing from the bottom of the ground to the deck. And we throw our like compost down into the hole where the tree is, because it's like I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, so our compost is down here, because I'm in the basement. It's down here outside, and there's this possum that likes to come eat our compost, which we kind of like totally invited that to happening. But if it was a raccoon, I would be chill with it. I like raccoons better than possums. Not that I like either extremely much, but extremely much. What are words even? I don't even know. Anyways. Okay. I have school to do. So I'm working on whatever the heck this is called, and I'm not showing you because I don't know like if I should technically show all of this, because a lot of the schools in my general area use this. I don't know how like standard this is, so I don't want to like give away my location or anything. That's not why. It's just I don't know like rules and stuff. Like z-scores and standard deviation. What does that answer? Standard deviation underneath. Price of a gallon of milk Smart Shop. Z-score of negative 1.3. That's wrong. No, it's not. 1.3. And at Wegmans, it's 0.6. How much is a gallon of milk at Wegmans compared to Smart Shop? So what you do, not that you can see this to see what I'm doing. That's wrong. You take your mean, and it's going to be subtracted by the number we don't know currently. So what you do is you take, because everything's over 0.2, because that's the standard deviation, so you take your 0.2 and you multiply both of the numbers by it. So you're going to take, instead of it being divided by 0.2 now, it's multiplied by 0.2 just to get rid of it underneath. You're still here. Cool. Then you take the 0.2 and you also multiply it by the 0.6, which is the Wegmans z-score, because I'm doing that one first, because that's just where I wrote it on my paper. Okay, so now you have the question mark, which is actually not a question mark, it should be a x. So x minus, I always just write question marks because I don't know what I should write there anyway, so it is a question mark. X minus 2.89 equals, and then you take, which this is where the problem is going to come in, 0.6 times 0.2, 3 over 25. Because why would I do math in my head? Like, why would I do that? What is that about? 3 over 25. Okay, and then you're going to take and you're going to add the negative 2.89 plus 2.89 to both sides. And you have x equals plus 2.89 equals. Now this one's easy because I can change the 301 over 100. I can change that to a decimal because that's blatantly obvious. See, now there's two people. This is normal. This is what I'm used to. This is what I was expecting. So you take your 301 over 100 and it's going to be 3.01, right? I think. I need a headband or something. I don't know where my headband is. I have this one headband I actually like wearing because I feel like it doesn't make me look absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know where it went. It was over here. It's on the bed. Hold on. Okay. You really like emojis, don't you? Oh. Nope. Still look absolutely ridiculous, but we're going with it because I don't want my hair in my face. And this is what we call insanity. Okay. So that's the 3.01. Now, what did I ask? I don't remember what I even asked anymore, so we're not even gonna worry about it. Okay. So we can erase this question mark because I know it's supposed to be an X. I feel like this camera angle is really bad because I'm not even like on the screen, but I don't want you to see all the math work. Shame. I wish I knew how to do my job correctly. See, I've spent a whole almost 10 minutes working on this one singular problem and getting nothing done. Okay. So you take 0.2, multiply both sides by 0.2 again, because we're doing the same thing as we did on the other side. Oh, you do like emojis. Okay. I couldn't remember what I asked because I talked too much. So 1.3 times 0.2 equals 13 over 50. And we're not going to simplify that one because I don't care enough right now. So we have 13 over 50. And if you hear that noise, it's the water heater because my little sisters are taking a bath. Okay. And we have x minus 2.89. Cool beans. Okay. So now you're going to take and you're going to add the 2.89 again. 9, and you have x equals 13 over 50 plus 2.89 equals 63 over 20, which we can multiply all of that by 5, and then it gives us 100, and it's just so easy to just do, let's go back. Hold on. Sorry. 63 over 20, multiplied by 5, we get 100. 63 times 5. I'm remembering basic math correctly, that gives us 3.125. I almost said 1, 2. 3.15. There's an itch on my back, and it looks like I don't have it on. Okay. So that is x equals, which I have written down here, x equals 3.01, which is Wegmans. And then we have the 3.15, which is Smart Shop. So, how much more is a gallon of milk at Wegmans compared to Smart Shop? I did something wrong because it is not greater. Well, that is a little bit of a bummer. So, let's see. Did I do negative? Did I do negative? Negative 1.3? Hold on. Times 0.2. That's what I did wrong. Okay. Hold on. I can fix it, and I can fix it kind of fast, I think. So, hold on. Hold on real quick. So, I did something wrong. I did not put the negative on there, and so that's why it was more than, because it was not negative, which would make it less than, obviously. Hi, person number 2, who is somebody now, I'm doing math. Okay. What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. Okay. I got it now. Negative 13 over 50 plus 2.89. Okay. I got it now. It's 6, no it's not. It's 2.63, which makes it less than 3.01, which would be closer to the correct answer if it is still wrong. Okay, so now you just do 301 minus 263 equals 0.38, 38 cents. Okay, I figured that one out. I did a math problem in a total of 13 minutes. Okay. And I don't know how to do these, the last 4, because those are the ones that you have to have a graphing calculator, and I have my scientific calculator because it was like a fifth of the price. Math didn't work. It's showing that there's 0 people, but you said you weren't leaving. Did you betray me? Or is YouTube glitching? Okay. Because YouTube has glitched before, because it has said that there was 0 people in the live while I was simultaneously having a conversation with somebody in the comments. So, yep. Okay. Mark recently took a road trip across the country. What country? I don't know, but across the country that he is in. The number of miles he drove each day was normally distributed with a mean of 450. I feel like that's a really good amount of miles to get in a day. Assuming he's in a car, obviously. If he was walking, he's a superhuman. Drove. I can read. It says drove. Okay. So the mean is 450. I have to talk like this the whole time. There's no stopping my hands, okay? So, if he drove 431 miles, 431.8 miles on the last day with a z-score, hold on, okay, with a z-score, which is like the final answer, of negative 0.7, what is the standard deviation, which is what it's divided by, okay? So what we're going to do is check my notes, because I don't remember how to do it when there's no standard deviation. So what we're doing, I do remember now. I do remember. Okay, because I looked at my notes. you're taking and you're going to multiply it by standard deviation. You're going to multiply it by standard deviation, even if when you don't know what standard deviation is. So we're going to take the standard deviation, which is like a fancy little O thing. I don't know how to really explain it, so it's just a little whoop. So now we have the 431.8 minus 450 equals negative 0.7 standard deviation. You just smack it on there like you would any other variable or whatever it's called. It looks like I'm wearing eyeliner, but I'm not, I promise. I actually washed my face when I got home because I didn't like how the makeup was on my skin when I got home. Anyways. Okay. Now, I know I have to get it by itself. So do I divide it by whatever this is? You do divide it by. Okay. So you're going to divide it by negative 0.7. I got a notification. Hello, Stan. I'm getting text messages now because I'm suddenly popular. Why is my phone still vibrating? How many people can text me in a total of like half a second? Hold on. It's a friend of mine who likes to blow up my phone every time she wants to talk to me. So if you hear or feel the vibrations, I don't know if my phone would move. I don't think it's a strong enough vibration for that. I'm getting blown up right now. I'm doing math homework, because I have actual work that I need to get done. Usually when I say I'm gonna do homework, I just sit there and talk about the homework on live for like 45 minutes and then don't actually do any work. This time I'm actually doing work, and it's going to be really boring, so you can leave whenever. It won't hurt my feelings. This is my timer telling me to work, which I'm currently not doing. Okay. I'm working on probability and statistics in Algebra 2, because I'm just so smart, you know, as one is. Okay. Negative 0.7. Okay. So we have to actually do the math part now. We have 431.8 minus 450, which is negative 91 over 5, because this does not do decimals, which I don't like, divided by negative 0.7 equals 26. It's a real number. It's like an actual number that I can write down and my thing won't freak out. Okay. Equals standard deviation. 26 is the standard deviation. Now I check it because there's time for questions. Do you have a question? You can ask a question. I can stop and answer your question. I love to procrastinate. But if you're not meaning that, then I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. Now I like to check it, because this is a take-home quiz, by the way. So, yeah. I have a minute and 15 seconds to get this done. Okay. I check it, which means you take 26, which is the standard deviation, which I just found, and you're going to go 431.8 minus 5 equals negative 19 or whatever, divided by 26 equals negative 26. Yes, I'm from USA. Okay, so it's 26 is the answer. Okay, and I don't remember how to do the last four. And to look it up, you are my phone. So that can work. So I have 1 circled on the front page and 4 circled on the back page. These are going in the front pocket. Oh, cool. Europe is really cool. I've never been, but I hear it is. It's okay. Mine isn't either, and it's my first language, so yeah. There's there's my break timer. I have a 5-minute break I can take now. Even though I've taken more than 5 minutes talking about nothing to you guys. Not that you guys aren't important. It's just that I like wasting time by including you in my life. Okay. I have a history thing that I need to do. No, I don't. I did it in school. Hold on. I'm gonna double check my answer. Okay. Number 8. This one I'm not gonna do on camera because it's a controversial historic period, and we're not gonna do that. Do I play any games? Like video games? Because no. I play Minecraft, and we got a Nintendo Switch for Christmas, so I play some Mario-based games. But other than that, no. I'm really bad at games and stuff. When it comes to like actual games, also no. Yeah, no. I don't. I crochet, which I can't do. I can't show you because the pattern I'm using is on my phone. Speaking of games, this is a Mockingjay from the Hunger Games. If you know what that is. Yeah, it has like the different like sayings and things all around it. But anyway, we had to draw a bird in art class of any variety. It had to look realistic though, and I was like, well, can it look realistic if it is a fictional bird? And my teacher was like, sure, why not? And so I drew this Mockingjay, which does not look technically accurate. No Fortnite. I've played Fortnite a total of 1 time, like when it first came out, like back in the dinosaur age. And it's still really crazy to be. I will have like which I would consider little kids. I will have middle schoolers ask me if I play Fortnite like at school, and I'll be like, no, but I did play once the year it came out, and they think that that's crazy. Okay, I'm 4 years older than these people, and they think it's crazy. Anyways, that's how you know you're getting old. I'm not old. That's a joke. My youth leader at church, he likes to pretend that he's old, even though he's like 30 something. He's like 31 or something, and he likes to think that he's super ancient. And we're like, you're not old, okay? And so I joke about being old just to make him mad because that's how I feel. You can guess my age. Yes. Hint. People usually guess way too old or way too young. Never is it even close. So, I will give you the benefit of the doubt. And if you make it close, I will give you a point. 10 points if you get it right, though. 10 imaginary points. And you have 1 minute and 45 seconds. Because, that's my break. There's 3 people now. Hello. See? You guys are way too old. I am not even 16 yet. That's coming up on soon-ish birthday. I'm not 19. It's crazy, I know. I am very flattered. I usually get more offended when people think I'm younger than when they do I'm older, because I have been told a bazillion times that I'm way too mature for my age and I shouldn't have grown up so quickly, and like, are you so mature? Like, why did you do that? And no, you're good. You're good. I like when people think that I'm older because I act like I'm older. Now I've had people, just because I'm short, which you can't see because I'm sitting, but I'm like 5'2", which is not extremely short, but to some people it is. Because I'm like 5'2", I will have people think that I am a middle schooler, and that is way more offending than a 19-year-old. Like, I would much rather be 19 than go back to middle school. Heck no. Especially middle schoolers nowadays that are way more annoying than, well, actually, we were probably just as annoying, or we being my age when we were middle schoolers. We were probably just as annoying. We just don't like to admit it. Yeah, I'm 15 currently. I will be 16 this year. I need to get back to work, but I don't know what I can do while talking to you. Oh, I can study Spanish. That's what I can do. Also need to click this. I have a Spanish test tomorrow, and I am doing really good in Spanish. I actually have my grades from the last whatever, and I have an A plus in Spanish because it's above an 100. Technically, it's just like an A or like grading whatever. It doesn't have like A plus, B plus, or whatever. But I write because they don't actually write what your grade letter is, so I write it on top of it. Also, you can see that there's only one of these. You can't actually see it. There's one of these that's highlighted because I'm not happy with the grade. I look younger than your real age. I don't know if I should be flattered or not, but I'm gonna take that as a compliment just because why not? We can talk about something that I'm really interested in that nobody ever knows what is. Hold on, let me think of what the name of it is. The 16 personalities, but there's another name. Hold on. Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, maybe? Is that what it is? It's MBTI. Nobody ever knows what it is. I am an INFJ. T. Fun fact. INFJ. Oh, you are looking younger than your age. Okay. I can't read properly, and the letters are this big on my screen, so you're way far away. Anyways. Yes, so with the the 16 personality thing, you take this quiz, this test, and I've sent it to all of my friends, and they have all taken it, and almost all of us are vastly different, except for two of us, which, out of like the four people, I have one friend that I'm closer with, and we are literally exact opposites. The only thing we have in common is the T at the end, which is not important. And then I have two friends that I'm not as close with, but one of them is an INFJT exactly, and the other one is an ENFJT, which is similar but also different, and I will explain. Cool. I don't really know how to respond to that. Okay, so the I means introverted, which you would not know because you are a camera, and I could talk to you endlessly. But a person, that's a different story. So I'm 57% introverted and 43% extroverted. Now, the only actual, because this is a lot of writing, the only things that actually matter are this one right here, this little block of text. These are from the specialized tests, or one of them, I think it's only one of the specialized tests is on here, that I took afterward just because I thought they were really fun and interesting. So when it comes to like introverted, extroverted, there's a whole nother like section of that, and it's like if you're more like sociable or like intimate, which means like the different things. No, I don't, and I don't want to talk about it. Initiating and reacting, and then reserved or dynamic, just like the different ways that it is. What is there it is? Because words. Anyways, and then there's observant and intuitive, which is like trying to think the best way to do it. If you're gonna just let things kind of just happen, or if you're intuitive, it's more of like you're gonna plan out. No, it's okay. Like if you're gonna plan out everything is more like the intuitive, which I plan every single second of every single second. That made sense. Thinking or feeling. If you're more thinking, you're more like headstrong type stuff, like thinking. That's very self-explanatory. Thinking versus feeling. I am 53% feeling, and I took the test multiple times, like at different. I think I took it like the first time a couple of years ago, and then I took it like last year, at the beginning of the school year or something for a school thing, and then I took it again recently, because I didn't think that it matched up. Like the last one, I didn't think it matched up with what I actually was. It didn't seem like me, so I took it again, and I got INFJ, which is what I got the first time. The second time I got it, was an ENFJ, maybe? No, it wasn't. INTJ, possibly? I don't remember. Um, cool. I might not be, I might not still be here when you get back, but that's okay. Judging versus prospecting. You're gonna do things or watch things happen, basically. And then the last one is assertive or turbulent, and turbulent just means stress. So the T definitely helps, or doesn't help. T is definitely me. Anyways, so I've done this test. It's very, very interesting. And it's more interesting when like people you know have done it, and so you can see how your dynamics work together, and what doesn't work together. Um, so like forcing your friends to do it like I did is a great way to bond, I guess. Yeah. I don't have Snap. Okay. Now, let's see. Um, ran out of things to talk about. That's crazy. That's never happened before. Um, Let me show you the books I'm reading. Okay. My goal for this month was to read, well, okay, was to have lunch with a friend. I usually have like 2 goals a month is what I usually do. Like at the beginning of the year, I will plan out 2 mini goals for every month instead of doing like one big resolution because I feel like it's harder to do. Um, so I'll do like 2 smaller goals that are um, what's the word I'm looking for? Realistic. Um, so this month's was to have like a lunch date with a friend, or to have a sleepover, like a friend get together type event thing. And technically, I didn't have a one-on-one lunch with a friend or sleepover, but I did go to a church event thing, and it was just the 4 of us girls. Because usually there's a lot more girls that come, so it was just 4 girls, and all of which I'm very close with, and so it was kind of just like a sleepover with the 4 of us at a church. And so I'm counting that so I can say that I met my goal. And then, well, I can't technically say that I did it until I read both of these books. So this book I am further into because it is a shorter book. Very powerful read. I don't know exactly, like, I don't know words. I don't know how many of my followers or whatever are actually Christian, but if you are and you're looking for if you struggle with prayer, or um like being no, I have no social media. This is my only socials. Yes, I'm very boring. So what was I saying? Anyways, so if you struggle with prayer, or you want to be better at praying, kind of, this is a very good book, Praying the Bible, Donald S. Whitney. It's basically about how God's word, the Bible, is literally God breathed. It is things that God wants you to know. So why not say it back to Him, kind of in affirmation, instead of just saying the same 4 sentence prayer every single time you pray and it getting really boring and then you don't want to do it. So this is a very powerful book. I'm only I am less than halfway through it, and this is one of my favorite books, like nonfiction books that I've ever read. And I have a lot more on my bookshelf right here that I need to read, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And I know that if I read them, I will just be like enlightened, but I just haven't read them. And then this book is a lot bigger of a book. This is a fiction book. My goal for this month was to read a fiction and a non-fiction book. So I just picked the 2 off of my book list, so that's just 2 top ones. This is a book I'm actually borrowing from a friend of mine. This is the 4th of the series. I borrowed the other 3 and gave them back within like less than a month. And I've had this one for multiple months, and I'm only like 10 chapters into it. So, that's not great. It has 96 chapters in it, and I'm only in like chapter 11 or something. So, I have a lot of this to read by the end of this month. Actually, I actually found it on YouTube where you can like audiobook it, and I might have to end up doing that, because I don't have the time to sit and read because I have homework and then I'm at school all the time, and I don't want to take this. I can take this one places. This one's already torn up and whatever. Like I don't want to take it places because it's not my book, and I don't want to like harm the book or lose the book. So, anyways, this is The Warden and the Wolf King. It's the 4th book of the Moonfeather Saga, by Andrew Peterson, who is also a Christian. I did not do that on purpose and choose both of my books this month to be Christian books, but I probably need it anyways. So, there's people outside my door. Anyways, so these are the 2 books I'm reading this month. Then I will start reading all of the Harry Potter books because I am finally allowed to, which is crazy to say as an almost 16-year-old, I'm finally allowed to read/watch those, and I want to read those before I watch those. But we watched all 3 of the Fantastic Beasts movies. Beasts. We watched all 3 of those movies over last weekend, and just with Dad because he was like, "Oh, let's watch these movies." And I didn't realize it at first, like, oh, we are literally watching Harry Potter right now. And then I asked, and I was like, hey, so I can read these, right? Like the actual Harry Potter books? And he was like, oh yeah, it's whatever now. Then why has it been such a big deal in the past? Like, oh no, witchcraft, and then now it's just like whatever. So, I have in the past listened to the first one because I had permission to listen to the first one, and then they changed their minds and were like, no more. They being my parents. So I will read these 2. These are top priority, and then I will start and then finish reading all of the Harry Potter books before I watch any of the movies, and I'm hoping that I can do that by this summer because I want to watch some, or at least one of the Harry Potter movies with my cousins because they are very big Potter fans, and usually we watch a movie together that like either I haven't seen or we all haven't seen, or just a movie that we all really enjoy and we're just all part of the fandom of. Like when I first started watching all of the Marvel movies a couple years ago when I was allowed to do that, I had watched Thor Ragnarok, and that one was my favorite, and so we watched that one over the summer when they were here. When I went to where they live, very far away, we went to the movie theater and we watched the Dungeons and Dragons movie whenever that was coming out, and I love that movie. It's hilarious. When it comes to witchcraft, I'm surprised. Well, my dad wasn't there, that's why. I was allowed to watch it. But anyways, yeah. So these books and then the Harry Potter books, and I need to go because I have the texts and I keep seeing the text thing go boop, 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 because I keep getting more, and my friend's gonna think I'm dead. So, there's also nobody here right now. So what better time to end this than currently right now? So, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for not watching. If you enjoy this and you're not subscribed, you might as well subscribe because you just watched a 49-minute live or however long you were in the live. Sorry, I freaked out when I saw something moving, but I forgot it was a timer. That's how ridiculously ignorant I am. Okay. Thank you for watching. Remember, God loves you. I love you. Have an amazing rest of your day / your day, no matter what time zone you're in. The day that is coming soon. So, goodbye. If I can end this thing. Go away.